No Jive TV presents From the Grave. World of Tanks gameplay and review.
Alright, No Jive TV family, let's talk about one of the most infamous vehicles in the game, the T-100 tank destroyer. On paper, I know, it looks menacing, but when you're actually in a gameplay, most players agree this is one of the weakest tanks you can roll out with. Let me break down exactly why. This is a standard battle on Cold War. Take Erlenberg for an example. This map has a lot of hilly terrain, some saddles, and depression. Not a problem for most turreted tank destroyers. Firstly, the gun handling aspect. The T-100 suffers the worst elevation and depression values you'll find in a tank destroyer. Just consider this. If there's hilly terrain or you're trying to peek over a ridge, good luck. Meaning your positioning has to be absolutely perfect in this tank, or you'll spend your time fighting to get your barrel aimed, especially if tanks are up close. You're just stuck watching targets you can't even fire on. Then there's the reload. Honestly, it feels like this tank was balanced with World War II era reload speeds. When you pull the trigger, you might as well grab a cup of coffee before you could fire again. By God, when you finally get the round chambered, the hit just doesn't deliver. Its alpha is underwhelming, and the pin, terrible at long ranges. You'll bounce off angled armor. Despite other tank destroyers from the same tier will cut right through with ease. Just not in a T-100 though. Name some traits that you expect from a tank destroyer. What comes to mind? For me, other tank destroyers bring reliability. The T-100, it's like the run of the litter. It will trade damage, but won't hold the line. Even in ambush scenarios, it doesn't even have the bite you'd expect. It's missing the punch that make tank destroyers dangerous. On top of this hill, it's not enough gun depression. That's why you'll hear players say this tank is more like a burden than a threat. It doesn't have a fear factor. Frustrating gun angles, glacial reloads, the lack of punch, it doesn't add up. That tank should have been destroyed. It's more of a headache than a highlight. Popular opinion in most circles is that you're not destroying tanks, you're just annoying them before they roll over you. Let me know down below if you're having the same or if you had a different experience, because the T-100 is widely regarded as one of the worst tanks in the game. It's you rather take literally anything else into battle. Watch the characteristics, look at everything that I've cited and why I think this is the worst tank destroyer in the game. I'm gonna let the battle play out. This marks the case for no gun depression.
I can't even find an angle like to get the gun where it needs to be. I could just, for the 40-05, that was easy. He just drove right up and boom. Here's what I have to do. I could just keep dancing over the map just to try to get a position. See, where other tanks will just roll into position, this rolls up.
All right, No Jive TV family, stay tuned for more hard truths, gameplay breakdowns. Subscribe, drop a like, share, and remix. Again, this is my nominee for the worst tank destroyer in the game. If you got others, bring them forward, let me know. Let's do a video about it.